Today we're unboxing the brand new Encore 2 by Toshiba. It's the 10-inch right 2. Just got it in. Don't have any reviews online yet so far for this device, so I thought I'd go ahead and do a quick unboxing on it. Got it from the Microsoft store. Took 1.5 days to get here. Pretty pathetic packaging job from Microsoft, gotta say. It was sad. This thing rattled around in the box a lot, but it looks like inside its own box it's fairly well protected. Okay, so got the Wacom active digitized stylus. Got the unit itself in here. A few things to peel off of it, so you go ahead and get it out of the box here, and then this is what you got, and we'll pick up once it's on. Okay, so the device itself doesn't have an accessible battery. There's no way to access the battery on the device. The active pen comes with its own quadruple A rather, which I thought was pretty nice. Also, your standard USB power adapter, power cord, a lanyard for the pen, I'm assuming, and a very itsy bitsy, teeny tiny little reset pin. You don't want to lose that. And the plethora of books and what have you. So go ahead and install the battery in the pen. I just thought I'd touch on what came in the box, and then we'll see what it can do. Starting up for the first time. Looks like I'm going to have a few hoops to jump through here before I can get in and actually play with this thing. So, oh, that's blurry. So we'll get this thing going and then jump back in. Well, after much screaming and yelling and gnashing of teeth, I finally logged into this thing. Wanted to use a Microsoft account attached to an email address for verification purposes that I used in the 90s. The security setup of the Microsoft Windows 8.1 structure is just atrocious. It's probably the worst thing I've ever dealt with in my whole life. Call us overprotective, but we need to make sure that this device is blah, 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 blah. So that's my soapbox for the moment. I don't believe in totalitarian control over email and account logins. Oh, for security purposes, we need to send an email to an email that you haven't logged into for 10 years. So anyway, it's literally been almost an hour and a half. That is not the Toshiba's fault. That is Microsoft's doing, and that just has nothing to do with the Toshiba, everything to do with Microsoft. That's my soapbox for today. Not a fan of security procedures. The device itself seems very fast, very smooth. The pen is excellent. Obviously, this is the real star of the show. The Wacom touch device. It as advertised, it really feels very much of the similar sort of friction that you will, have with an actual pen on a piece of paper. I know that sounds weird, but it does seem to do that. This is my first time trying TrueNote, and we'll see how this goes. So far, I've been a very big fan. My phone does a very poor job of picking up the sharpness and clarity of this actual screen. I'd like to I wish I could show you how actually sharp and amazing the screen looks. It's only 1280 by 800, but man, it looks really blurry in the video, but in real life, the colors are much more muted, and the text is extremely sharp and easy to read. The colors come across as a very neutral palette, and I'm somewhat picky about that. and I feel like it's got an excellent screen. So let me go through some of these tutorials, and then we'll play with the pen. Right, come in here for a little bit better lighting. Let's just show you here. This thing rocks. So unbelievable how fast it writes. I mean, just really amazing how incredibly realistic it feels. I think that's a funny word to use, but it feels extraordinary. How well the tip of this pen, actually, the sensitivity of it is amazing too. It's a real fine line, a real thick and sharp lines. It's very, very quick, down to the finest detail. I'm very impressed as to, the level of responsiveness and the quickness of the pen. It's a very extremely sensitive. I mean, and it just goes so quickly. It's really quite remarkable how well this thing shades and the gradients that you can achieve with it. And this is just on the note taking piece here. So gotta say, overall, I am an immensely huge fan. This is purchased for my daughter to use in her university setting to be able to take notes on PowerPoint and to be able to streamline everything through the cloud and to replace the actual, traditional note taking. So I believe that it's going to do an absolutely excellent job of that. And I would like to point out as well how tremendously thin that this device is. Quite surprised and impressed with the level of thickness of the device itself. I mean, it's not small by any shape or form. It's a quite large, size-wise, especially where I'm used to the iPad Mini, but this thing is just super, 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 super thin. And you can see how thin it is. And I think Toshiba's got a real winner here. My first review. Click like if you like it. Not really my bag, but there aren't any reviews online, so I thought I'd give everybody a chance to take a look at it and check it out. I was looking for reviews last night and couldn't find any. Overall, I'd have to say I'm extremely pleased. I still need to do some messing with and some tinkering with it and see what all it has to offer, but I'm a winner. Very much a winner. And once again, my phone doesn't do a very good job of conveying the clarity of the screen. It's tremendously sensitive. The keyboard, filling in and out with the information, felt excellent. I registered for the warranty. The only issue I had was logging into the Microsoft account, but again, that's a Microsoft problem. It has nothing to do with Toshiba. Fit and finish is fantastic. Could have been a little happier with the packing job that Microsoft did. They threw in one little egg thing to go with it inside their big brown box, and it was very much sliding around inside its box. However, it arrived undamaged and very quickly. Just as a afterthought here, I'm sure if you're looking at this, you probably already know it has a SD card reader. That's where all the backup information is stored. Stupid thing won't focus. And there's a full-size HDMI. Not available on the 8-inch device. Full-size USB. Haven't tried the speakers or the headphones yet. One of the things that this device does that I found to be particularly awesome is you can record a conversation and it'll pick up multiple parties of the conversation as it goes. So if you're in a lecture and there's 3 people talking, it'll isolate all 3 voices to the best of its ability. and then give you a visual representation of that afterwards. So as a college companion for a college student who's looking to up their productivity, or even as a business person who wants to increase their productivity, I think, again, that Toshiba really has a winner here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. It'll probably be one of a kind for a while. I'm sure there'll be tons and tons of reviews here up before too long. But if you have any questions, just drop a comment in the bottom, or you want me to see me do something with it. I'll be sending it out to her at school tomorrow. But then again, way to go, Toshiba.